things went. We got real meaty with the story last time. I mean, don't get me wrong. The first chapter was a good introduction because, like, it's like, hey, here's all the fundamentals that you need to learn for this game. And the second chapter can actually like bring it though. Like, oh my god. So we hacked into Sen's website, and we got a lot of information that we probably should not have been peeking into because now we're correlated to the story. We're stuck in it. We jellified bananas, and the Jellyman's report showed a jellified man. And yeah, this is things are getting a bit intense. I need to turn up the volume. I can't hear this. But yeah, we just finished chapter 2. Makise Kurisu, finally learning names. Thank God. Yeah, Makise Kurisu. We gave her the option to get back out because she's a renowned physicist. This could only hurt her in the long run, and she was like, "Nope, I'm sticking with it to the end." So now, all three of us. I wish I could tell. Daru, that's his name. I don't know his full name, but we call him Daru. But now it's me, Huin Kyoma. It's. I'm still having trouble saying the first name. Huin Kyoma. Huin Kyoin. I don't know. It's one of those. I need to hear it again, okay? I've been practicing my evil laughter. I have been doing that. But me, Makise Kurisu, and Daru are now. We now know about this information, and who knows how it's gonna go. Some other things that we haven't really. Holy shit! You can have 48 save datas. Some other things that to note: the interesting interaction between Suzuhu and Makise. Apparently, Suzuhu knows who Makise is, but we don't know why. Makise doesn't recognize her. But besides that, oh shit! And right, and we gave the information to what we are to. Fuck, I forgot her name too. Mikiyu? Something like that. Shining Finger. We gave her our address, so I don't know how that's gonna play into this, but yeah, we are in an interesting train of events right now, and I think, without further ado, let's get back into this because, oh boy, that was a cliffhanger we left off on. Oops. No auto, please. Wait. Did the buttons change? Because I could have sworn one of these buttons was a backlog. That hides the text. Oh, fuck. There we go again. Anyway. Oh, it doesn't go before. Okay, that's fine. It didn't really say much more, but I was hoping I could go back and look at the. Oh, it was only like 2 sentences. It shouldn't be too bad. It's past 2 a.m. I was right. We're in too deep. This is bad. Real bad. What's going on here? They jellified someone? Upon hearing the familiar word jellified, I reflexively look at the bunch of bananas placed next to the computer. They're experimenting on people. Kurisu doesn't even avert her eyes from the gruesome image. And this means they created a time machine, doesn't it? Even if it's not perfect. This New York Times article is from 1921. 90 years ago. Look. The jellified corpse of a man. She's pointing to his shoulder, which has writing on it. Perhaps it was printed on his clothes. It's fused into the jellified body, but you can somehow manage to read it. As if they wanted to claim their work. Says Zen used the LHC to send someone back to 1921. Looks like they failed to keep him alive, though. Okay, so it does show up, you just have to actually have text. That's why it didn't show up before. Is this the only report? No, there's more. Looks like 14 people in total. More jellymen? That means more jellified people. More victims of human experimentation. I'm awfully thirsty. I mean, I'm gonna hope that means you have a dry throat because you cannot believe what you're seeing. Not, ooh, I see gel. That makes me think of Jello. Now I'm thirsty. Picking up. I'm thirsty too. Take a cold Dr. P out of my fridge and wet my throat. That's a weird way to put it. Show me the others. Jellyman's Report 9. Subject Don Straysky, age 26, Canadian. Z Program 4, Date of Experiment 2004, September 6th, 2:10 p.m. Results: Error. Don't forget to say that in English. The newspaper clippings. I think it's in French. I can't read it. Is that a tree? Alright, let me become a French person real quick and translate this. Unless the game does it. Can read the date though. January 31st, 2001. The location is Pau, France, I guess. 2001. That's fairly recent. Pretty big difference from Jane McCarthy, who jumped nearly 90 years back to 1921. Then it calls up a machine translation, giving us the following. January 31st, 2001. Collapsed male corpse found in forest outside Pau, France. Its left foot was fused to a tree trunk, and the body had jellified. I mean, with a name like Linda Hill, I would assume it's English. Z Program number 4. Date of Experiment? The 15th of February 2004, 1:45 p.m. October 2nd, 1972. The jellified body of a woman was discovered in the streets of Dharmapuri in Tamil Nadu, India. There were signs that the body had been... no. Why? Why did you, Michael Lang, age 33, German. Date of Experiment, October 8th, 2002, 1:28 p.m. Results. May 24th, 1936. The corpse of what is believed to be a jellified human was discovered at the base of Mount Hai in Kyoto. It was in a damaged state, possibly from having slid down the slope. Next page. Picture shows a beach. Beautiful but for the jellyfish. Like body lying on the sand and the looks of horror on the surrounding locals' faces. They must have washed ashore. Subject, Mark Hughes, age 30, American. Oh, come on. Why Hughes have to do why do you have to die twice for us? If you guys don't know what I'm referencing, then you don't need to know. I'm still reeling, okay? Z Program 4, Date of Experiment, August 23rd, 2002, 12:52 p.m. Result. We get a Microsoft rep and Super Smash Bros. U. Who do you think it should be? Okay, off topic. But, God, that is a... You can't ask me that question. See, when I think of Sony, I think of Rayman, I think of... I mean, like, even though they weren't exclusive to the system, when I think of that console, I think of the thing that resonated the most. I think Rayman, I think, Crash Bandicoot, I think Sora from Kingdom Hearts. And then there's Microsoft, but they have all the first party stuff seems so mismatched to Smash Brothers. Obviously, the very first one everyone will tell you is Master Chief. And I can't see it. Like, I literally, it's just... Bayonetta's premise is a bit easier to comprehend with Smash Brothers, but Halo? I don't know. Like, you make me want to think that it has to be someone that could fit the style of Smash Brothers, and obviously that's not the case because of Metal Gear. But at the same time, because he has been in the game before, it didn't seem so weird when he was put in the game again. Oh God, yeah, that's a hard question. I can't answer that. I'm sorry. I wish I played more Xbox games so I would know. I'd be like, easy question to this dude right here. But I can't give you a solid answer. Honestly, the best choice is Steve. I don't know. He's not the best choice. It's just the choice that I guess they could work the best with. Because if they have Steve, they can play off. Banjo-Kazooie is not a Microsoft rep, though. I do not accept that he's a Microsoft rep. That's the only reason why I didn't say Banjo-Kazooie. If I thought that he was a Microsoft rep, I would have said Banjo-Kazooie hands down. He is not. Microsoft owns Rare, and Rare owns Banjo-Kazooie. However, Banjo-Kazooie, when I think of Banjo-Kazooie, I think of the N64. I do not think of the Xbox 360 game. And then Steve, again, that is another thing that, like, I only said that because it's the only one I can think of. He's, in my opinion, not a Microsoft rep either. Because he came out on PC. So, and that was before Microsoft owned whatever the company is that owns Minecraft. I can't think of it right now. But again, like, Microsoft continues to thrive off of Minecraft. That's the reason why I can count Steve being a rep for But yeah, that's why I can accept the premise that Steve could be a representative for Microsoft, because his games are still doing well. We're still selling Minecraft. Minecraft's still one of the best-selling games, and it's still relevant to this day. With Banjo-Kazooie, where has he been for the last, 10 years? You get what I mean? Sorry, this turned into a whole Smash Brothers rant, but I needed a break from the jellification, okay? Alright. Without further ado, I think we should go back to the game. Okay. On July 1st, 1985, a strange body washed ashore on the coast of Straymore False Islands. It appeared to be the body of an adult male, but its flesh was soft like that of a jellyfish. Some of the island's inhabitants believed that it was the body of a merman. The inscription Sen was found near the body's shoulder, but Sen denies any involvement. Keep looking. I've seen enough. I haven't. I need to figure out what happened to every single one except... Okay, the call one was a bit too much. No, that's gonna give me nightmares. There are 14 of these people? The sites are spread throughout the world. What can we deduce from this? They must have sent them to those places. I don't think so. It's too random. There's something about curved black holes and gravity, right? Isn't that the cause? It is believed that due to infinite compression by supergravity, the subject cannot endure passage through the curved black hole's singularity. That's what it said. What's a curved black hole? Is it different from a regular black hole? It's a theoretical black hole with a rotating singularity. Their existence hasn't been proven yet. Not that there's any way to prove one exists. Curved black hole. Why have I heard that term before? That's right. John Titor. Titor said his time machine used curved black holes. According to Titor, CERN finished their time machine in 2034, and Titor himself came from 2036. Makes sense for Titor and CERN to be using the same time travel technology. Creating curved black holes? That's insane. If you screw up, you could swallow the Earth. And besides, curved black holes are just a theoretical construct. If Titor's predictions are a reality, then that means the LHC worst case scenario video on YouTube was right. I don't know about John Titor's predictions, but I've seen the problem video before. It was on the news 2 or 3 years ago. The gravitational forces inside a black hole are unbelievably powerful. It's certainly possible that passing through one would allow time displacement, but there's no way a human could do that and come out alive. That must be how these people got jellified. It wouldn't just jellify you, it would tear you apart particle from particle. That's what a black hole does. Before we discuss this, shouldn't we look through the rest of the time machine research? Others already started pulling up new documents. I'm suddenly afraid. Did I stop him? I don't want to ask him to do it, but things have gotten serious now. But at the same time, irresistible curiosity is welling up inside me. Time travel is becoming a reality. I want to know that it's true. I can't stop now. Here we go! It's a file in the Z program that explains time travel theory. That's pretty easy to find. CERN should have better security. Security's fine, I'm just too good. Daru is my favorite right arm. I thought he was just super hacker. So what does it say, Christina? Can you give me some time to read it? Her earlier reluctance has vanished. In fact, it looks like she's as curious as I am. Ferris. Have you bought Phantasm's debut single, Nya? It's the theme song for Writing the Kakadu, so it's really popular. Ferris bought 5 copies, Nya. It's my duty as a writing editor. Anyway, there's an important secret hidden in Phantasm's songs. The key to unlocking it is... Oops, the bell's ringing. Yeah, looks like someone's here. Better see who it is. I hope she's playing. Because this concerns me. The band's vocalist, I feel a strong resonance from her. Is this another part of Operation Stupidify Humanity? Explain! I'm aware they are said to contain directions to the sanctuary as well as prophecies regarding the end of the world. Isn't that right? No way. But this is... Is Taito really... What are you muttering about? Tell me what it says. Oh, right. You know, this feels like one big joke. What do you mean? It's almost the same. The same as Taito's theory. Basically, the LHC smashes protons together at 99.9999991% the speed of light. By doing so, they compress a mass of 10 kg to extremely tiny space of 10 UM. I don't know what those units of measurements are. In Japanese, please. 3 lines max. A small mass thrust into a narrow space with great force. That explanation's too vague. That explanation's too erotic. Huh? What part of it is erotic? Ashina, you pervert! Sounds like you have a pretty good imagination yourself. I'm not like you! Her blushing cheeks makes her denial less than effective. Don't listen to this fool, Christina. Continue. What were we talking about? Vesting with great force. Proton compression. Right. Successful compression generates a microsingularity, which... Microsingularity? Not a mini black hole? Same thing, essentially. A singularity is the core of a black hole. This process generates a black hole with 2 microsingularities. A black hole with 2 cores? Like a cowlick with 2 hairs. No, I don't think that's it. Explain with cute girls. Fine. Say there are 2 cute girls. Mike-chan and Crow-chan. She's actually going along with it? Sisters Amore. By feeding Mac-chan and Crow-chan electrons, you can make them do whatever you want. Electric shock torture? There's some sort of a Roge? So you force them to rotate at an extremely high velocity. And then, theoretically, Mike-chan and Crow-chan transform into magical girl ring singularity. Why is she doing this? Cue stock transformation scene, got it. Well, looks like these 2 have found a common wavelength. The resulting black hole exhibits what's called the Kerr effect. What are Kerr black holes anyway? Said they spin, but what does that mean? Exactly what it sounds like. Don't black holes usually spin? I mean, there's a whirlpool around the hole, right? The part that looks like it's spinning is just the surrounding matter being sucked into the black hole. Black hole is just a point where extreme mass causes gravitational collapse. Everything falls towards it. If there's only a point, it doesn't spin. A Kerr black hole has a ring at its center, not a point. Think of it like this. Once transformed into magical girls, Mike-chan and Crow-chan's hearts spin like a ring inside their bodies, which is impossible for normal people. I'll pass on the Guro. 4. You said that such a black hole's existence would be impossible to prove. What do you mean? A black hole has what's called an event horizon. Once you pass the event horizon, time and space switch places. Time and space switch places? Right now, we can move freely through space and into the future, but we can't move even 1 minute into the past. That becomes reversed. On the other side of the event horizon, moving freely through space becomes impossible, while moving freely through time becomes possible. I can't even imagine what that's like. Once, since unrestricted spatial movement is impossible, you can never escape a black hole. For example, if Okabe jumped into a black hole, time for him would stretch to infinity. Since light cannot escape, human eyes cannot see the other side of the event horizon. Observing a black hole from the outside is impossible, so nothing about the inside can be proven. There is an exception, however. This exception is vital when you use a curved black hole for time travel. Get to the point. A curved black hole's ring singularity. Since it's spinning, it has angular momentum. Like I said, in Japanese, please. Didn't I already explain how the core spins? Just think of that as having momentum. Keep giving Mike-chan and Kuro-chan electrons, they'll rotate faster and faster. And when the angular moment exceeds a certain threshold, the event horizon will disappear, and the singularity will become a naked singularity. Naked? You mean the magical costume exposes a lot of skin, right? When does the anime When does the anime adaptation air? Naked, you mean it becomes observable. When the event horizon disappears, there's no more reason for time and space to change places, meaning that you can enter a naked singularity without being trapped. And the existence of a naked singularity allows the principle of causality to be violated, and the general theory of relativity to fail. The laws of physics are broken. Can such a thing exist? The negation of the theory of relativity and the principle of causality means serious paradoxes can occur. Didn't Kurisu say that earlier? Nothing in principle stops curved black holes from existing. It seems inconsistent, but the math never lies. Since the principle of causality fails, it would be possible to travel to the past by entering a naked singularity. Honey Flash, also Go Nagai did it, so we kinda gotta do it too. What? I feel like I'm not getting the reference. Also, hey Debbie! Didn't realize that was you. Hopefully you know a bit about Steins Gate, otherwise entering at this point would be very, very confusing. John Titus said the same thing. Which would mean Titus' time machine is using CERN technology. One thing I don't understand is how they inject electrons into the singularity. Blood fountains, excuse me. Look, this is a picture of the LHC, but does strange equipment installed at the proton collision site. Looks like they call it the lifter, but just what is it? Daru, have you heard of it? Lifter. I think I saw that in the Z program files. You wanna Google it? You've got hits! About 422,000 results. That many? I guess it's not a secret. Could this be it? Lonocraft. Ionocraft. Ions are charged particles. The meaning matches. We click on the link that says Ioncraft Lifter. Move to link destination. Takes us to a video. Looks like some dim garage. It didn't seem like anything secretive. Just a garage like you'd see in an average American home. At the center of the screen is a triangular shape made of some kind of metal. Looks about 10 centimeters high and about 30 centimeters wide. It's connected to some sort of transformer by a thin wire. Looks like some really cheap equipment. That's all there is. Nothing else. They're explaining something in some language I don't understand. Russian, maybe? The person filming the video slowly turns the power on. And then... it's floating. The silvery triangle floats soundlessly into the air. Then it remains stationary. That's an anti-gravity device! Don't be ridiculous, that would be the breakthrough of the century. It's called an ionocraft, so it probably has something to do with electrodes and charged air. We look up information on the ionocraft lifter. Lots of sites have detailed instructions on how to make lifters, but I don't know how they work, since the sites all give conflicting theories. CERN is using this lifter technology to provide a component of the time machine. They can manipulate a microsingularity's mass and gravitational field. Then these things really are anti-gravity devices. Well, under those exact conditions, I guess you might not be entirely wrong. Incredible! My curiosity is growing more by the second. It looks like CERN's having trouble adjusting the lifter. They don't have full control over the microsingularity's gravity, so they can't make a true naked singularity. It must be the reason why the subjects turned into jellymen. Since the singularity is still closed, the subject is crushed by its tremendous gravity. As a result, substances become fractalized. Let's go with that hypothesis. Of course, there's no way to prove to be sure that's right. It might take months to prove. So CERN's lifter is still incomplete. Taito is telling the truth. Then CERN won't complete their time machine for another 24 years. If we can complete the phone wave name subject to change first, then we will have outwitted CERN. We don't have half the equipment or funding CERN does. It makes you think it can solve a problem that they can't. This isn't that simple. CERN still hasn't figured out how to get the subject's destination in time or space. That should be evident by how scattered the Jellyman discoveries were. We don't even know if this is all of them. It could be Jellymen buried underground, floating in space. Actually, I'm almost certain there are. There's no point traveling through time if you end up in tens of thousands of kilometers away from Earth. It's not practical at all. Taito said he had a variable gravity lock system. You can use that to lock onto the Earth's gravity and ensure he arrives somewhere on the planet's surface. Taito's explanation on that point was vague. He mentioned having such a device, but he didn't explain how it worked. But if you're only moving through time, won't you just arrive in the same location? Of course not. Why not? Because the Earth is always moving. Right, rotation and revolution. The Earth's rotational velocity is about 1,650 kilometers per hour. Its orbital velocity around the Sun is about 114,000 kilometers per hour. Meaning 1 hour ago, we were that far away from where we are now. Whoa! When we think about it like that, we're earth-shatteringly fast! And that's not all. The solar system is part of the Milky Way, and the Milky Way spins like a giant whirlpool. There are various theories, but basically the Earth moves about 50 million kilometers a day. How can she roll all those numbers so smoothly off her tongue? Get that she's a genius, but it's hardly common knowledge. Has she been doing research on the topic? Fun fact, I actually used to do this kind of research when I was in like 1st grade. I don't know, like, yeah, when all the kids did all the free time stuff, like, I was always pulled out of it to go learn about space. And unfortunately I didn't stick with it, but when I learned a lot about space as a freaking, what was I, 7-year-old? Yeah, I was 7 years old, and I knew more about space than most 6th graders. We've kind of gotten to a ludicrous scale. By the way, the Milky Way is part of a large cluster of galaxies, which is itself a part of an even larger supercluster. And these clusters and superclusters might be moving too. If that's the case, we're moving even more than 50 million kilometers a day. The point is that setting the destination will require insane calculations, even if you only wanted to travel 1 second into the past. Doing it by hand is impossible, so it might take years for a supercomputer to come up with a solution, just to get you to the same location. And we have no choice. We need to find Taita and borrow his variable gravity system. Great idea. Go for it. Now Sun is dealing with this problem. Dawn breaks. We stayed up all night again. Kadisu is the only one that can read Sun's documents. Dado and I could opt to use translation software, but that'd be nowhere near as efficient as she is. Well, it's not exactly what I had in mind when I said I wanted to borrow her knowledge. Just goes to show that I was right to make her a lab mem. Dado is fast asleep on the sofa. Who's messaging? Is it going to be another Ferris one? Nope. Part-time warrior. I'm so hungry I had to skip breakfast again today. I don't have much money in hand. Are there any good places to find insect or weeds around here? I can get by using my survival skills if I have to. Eat insects? Hardcore. What kind of childhood did you have? Yeah, that should do it. Another new message. You don't want to know, Lamau. Suzuha again. She must have some time on her hands. I decided to watch some TV. As always, the news channels are all covering the Vatican satellite crash. 5 days have passed since the satellite crash, and with the start of summer vacation season, crowds are gathering to get a glimpse of the satellite, which still has not been removed. In an interview earlier today, Michael Byron, spokesman for NASA, stated that no satellite had crashed in Japan and that the crashed object was in fact not even a satellite. The satellite is currently under police investigation. No date for removal has been set. It's really under investigation? This could be another plot by the organization. 2nd of August, 11:35 a.m. Good morning! Oh wait, should I say good afternoon? Ooh, the air in here is so thick. They of us probably look pretty haggard since we stayed up all night. It's hard to put on a bright smile now that I know about Sun. On Yudi's appearance makes Dada get up with a grimace. Kurisu also finally moves away from the computer and, after taking off her lab coat, left the lab muttering, "I'm gonna go get some coffee." She wasn't gone long. There aren't any cafes or convenience stores around here, so she must have used the nearby vending machine. Since all lab members are present and accounted for, this is the perfect opportunity to hold another round table conference. Roundabout confluence? What's that? A meeting of lab members. Have we ever done that before? No, wait, have we ever done that before? Do you even have a round table? Not physically. However, it exists in the hearts of all lab members. Am I mistaken? Yes, you're mistaken. Don't go sticking things in people's hearts. Is there one in Mayushi too? Of course there is. Ah, that's good. Well, that's roundable. And why a round table? You, King Arthur? I'm only a temporary lab mem anyway. These people whine about every little thing. Anyway, it's a round table conference. Mayuri wasn't here last night, so first, let's explain the situation to her. Tell Mayuri about everything we discovered in her absence. About how Sun is making a time machine. About Jellyman. About how Men in Black might be coming to erase us for what we know. I told you, you shouldn't do bad things. Bad, you say? We are bad? Absurd. If we're bad, then Sun is even worse. They aren't satisfied with ruling the world. Now they want to get their hands on space-time itself. I agree. Kurisu is once again wearing her lab coat. Seems she's grown fond of it, as she well should. What Sun is doing is unforgivable. They're traitors to humanity, to society, and to science. I guess. I want to get Mayuri involved, but she's surprisingly perceptive. She'd find out even if we kept it a secret, so it's better to just tell her. Anyway, Ragnarok can no longer be averted. The final battle with Sun is near. A large part of me is still afraid, but we've come too far to turn back now. We can't unlearn what we know. Ragnarok? Norse mythology again. Christina, I order you to investigate Sun. What have you learned? I don't remember being ordered, but whatever. There are two problems Sun faces with time travel. First is the electron injection device, also known as a lifter. Unless they get it to function properly, they can't make the curved black hole singularity naked. If you send the test subject through the singularity in its current state, the supergravity compresses them to a micro level. Naturally, there's no way to survive. The second problem is that they can't specify a physical destination. They can't choose where they end up after traveling to the past. That's why I say the 14 found Jellymen were the lucky ones. Over 100 human experiments have been performed since 2001. The remaining 80 or so people ended up somewhere they can't be found. Why can't they be found? Didn't you know, Mayushi? The world is constantly moving. Its rotational speed is 1500 kph, and its orbital speed is 114,000 kph. Now his tone is authoritative, but he's just relaying what he heard from Kurisu last night. Sun has been looking for solutions, but it's not going well. So even Sun is having difficulties. Now then, have you learned anything that could help us complete the phone wave, name subject to change? Well, I suppose you could call the LHC the world's largest microwave oven. Of course! In other words, the phone wave, name subject to change, is a miniature LHC. So wouldn't that just be MHC? You might be onto something there. However, there are too many different things we don't know about the phone wave. Why did the same phenomenon that occurred in Sen's time machine also occur in that tiny little microwave? Unlike the LHC, this thing wasn't made for time travel. It was made to warm Mayushi's chicken! Well, yeah. Since the Jellyman phenomenon occurs with the phone wave, name subject to change, Mayuri's bananas must be reaching the curved black holes during singularity. It makes a black hole? Yeah? It won't suck us in, will it? If it sucked us in, we'd become Jellymen too. But we still haven't figured out the electric discharge phenomenon, or the conditions required to cause it. During our experiments earlier, we were only able to send emails to the past during the discharge. Although it hasn't happened again, that discharge phenomenon could very well signify the injection of charge, that is, electrons. And only when it occurs is the path to the singularity open. We don't know the cause of the discharge phenomenon. That's what we need to find out. In the first place, the emails we're sending to the past are digital data, not physical objects. That's a definite difference from Sen's time machine. No, we're doing the same thing. Who's to say that digital data can't go through a singularity? I think it would be easier than sending something human-sized. Well, I suppose that's true. Yeah, the way you guys talk about email makes me think of forwarding a letter into a paper airplane and making it go zoom, you know? It's more like a beam of light, like optical digital data. By the way, it's a pain to keep saying email sent to the past. Let's give it a proper name. T-mail? I've got a bad feeling about this. What's that supposed to mean? You dare mock Yui Chiyoma? Just wanted to give it some oddball name, don't you? How rude. Heed me. I shall name the phenomenon of email sent to the past as follows. The name shall be Nostalgia Drive! Confusing. Rejected. Why you? Who gave you the authority to reject my ideas? You're just an assistant. Then why don't we take a vote? All in favor of Nostalgia Drive? It's the only one that does. Have you forsaken me, Daru? Mayuri! Chris sounds right. It's too hard for Mayushi to remember. It's way too chuny, man. Traitors! Fine, then let's hear alternatives. Don't tell me you rejected my idea without having any bright ideas of your own. I think it needs to be something easy to understand. It's an email that regresses through time. So how about retro mail? What does retro mean? Sounds like you have your answer, Christina. You said it should be easy to understand, but it wasn't easy to understand at all, was it? But that's because Mayuri-san is... never mind. Were you about to say, because Mayuri's dumb? No! Christian, do you think Mayushi's dumb? I don't! I promise I don't! Okay? I vote the male who leapt through time. That's too stiff. It's hard to say. It's hard to say. It's better than your nostalgist disexpialidocious nonsense. It might make a movie title reference. That's not cool. It needs to be cool. You're rejecting it for that? Mayushi has an idea. How about back to the male? I took a movie title and changed the word to male. I mean, I appreciate the Back to the Future reference, but... I don't know. I already did the movie joke in Mayushi. Besides, I think the meaning is a little off. She probably meant mail to the future, but our emails go to the past. Not about the meaning. I took a movie title and changed the word to mail. Either way, it's too long. And how about DeLorean mail? I vote yes! Yes! That is my pick. 100%. Yes! DeLorean mail. I am drinking to that. This is non-alcohol. This is an energy drink. I'm still drinking. It's a liquid, so I drink liquids that energize me because it's for DeLoreans. Yeah. But if you're thinking of movies, you're obviously gonna think of DeLorean, and the DeLorean goes to the past. That doesn't even say what kind of email it is. Come on, I disagree here, Rentaro. I disagree. Hey, we don't have time for this nonsense. Let's just abbreviate it to D-mail and move on. Oh god. This is not gonna end well. Who's saying that? Is that me or is that freaking Daru? I'm gonna assume it's me. But that's boring. I don't care if it's boring. Shot down. Kurisu's influence in the lab seems to have grown significantly these past few days. Email it is. Mayuri proclaims the decision with satisfaction. So why does the D-mail phenomenon occur? Because the path through the ring singularity is open. We've been over this already. I don't know if there's actually a black hole at work here. It could be an entirely different phenomenon that just happens to resemble CERN's experiments. It's dangerous to jump to conclusions. Why so timid? Don't you want to put out time travel experiments to succeed? Don't you want our time travel experiments to succeed? It's why we put our lives on the line to hack CERN. What we need to figure out is how to turn the phone wave named subject to change into a usable time machine. Do you really think that's possible? There's no think, only do. What, did you read that off of a motivational poster? Like the classic incompetent boss. Damn you! You dare insult the insane mad scientist? Hyuin Kyoma? It's not like Akarin is the boss anyway. Indeed, I am the symbol of this lab, not the boss. I don't know what you mean by symbol, but how do you plan to turn the phone wave into a time machine? Let's have details. My plan. Alright. There is one thing. We've been thinking that the electrical discharge happens at random, but I have a hypothesis. Which is? Recall the conditions when it occurred, Christina. We experimented through the night with no results, but there's one variable we overlooked. The simplest, most definitive variable of all. That is, the time of the occurrence. I checked the time of the two previous occurrences. When I accidentally sent the first email to Dada's phone, it happened between noon and 1 p.m. The second time, when all four of us observed the email, it was 6 p.m. So if we perform the experiment within that time frame, we might be able to reproduce the effect. Let's try it right now. I'm glad CG has her priorities straight. Mayushi's banana supply is getting low. Gotta buy more. Sorry, Mayuri-san. I'll go buy you some new bananas later. Really? Yay! Okarin and Dada can eat my bananas, but they never buy new ones. I'll be sure to amend that in the future. A bunch of bananas is a small price to pay in order to bring chaos to the world. Let's see if it'll become a jelly man. A gel banana. Gelbana. Is that what we call it? Did you hit your head? Trying for the clumsy girl appeal? It was an accident! Pain, pain, go away. Thanks, Mayuri-san. Kurisa puts stuff together, types on her phone, and activates the phone wave named Subject to Change. The banana inside the microwave slowly begins to spin backwards as the timer counts down. Oh, but it didn't disappear. Oh, it did! It became a Gelbana. Yes, I suspected the critical variable was time! A little anxious about the result, but it all worked out. I outwitted the impertinent genius girl. Now for my position as symbol of the lab is secure. Way to go, Akabe. It was so simple, I didn't notice it. Your praise does you credit, Christina, but I know you're frustrated you didn't think of it first. Anyway, let's see if we can send another email. I feel like my authority has been on the decline since that girl showed up. It's cool, man. You never had any to begin with. Help me, you two. Okabe, I'm sending an email to your phone. When did I become her assistant? What are you gonna send, Christian? Doesn't matter what it says. What matters is whether we can send it or not. Let me see. Okabe is in the air. Hey? Wait, you the assistant. What are you typing? You see. Ready? I'm sending it. This is where the timing counts. We know that we have to open the microwave door during operation, but we still don't know when to send the mail. For now, we'll do them simultaneously. Kurisa readies her finger on the phone send button. I stand by in front of the microwave. Starting the countdown. 3, 2, 1, 0. It's walking! It's walking, you guys! This charge lasts for about 10 seconds. Luckily, it didn't break through the floor. Did it arrive? I disconnect my phone from the phone wave, name subject to change, and check my mail. There's an email. 2 of them, even. Okabe was an airhead. The Okabe in the first one is obviously my name. But what does airhead in the second one mean? My English is shaky. Is she saying my head can fly or something? Oh, she actually wrote it in English. Wait, Mayuri can read English? Whatever, I may not know what it means, but I do know this. My assistant is making fun of me. Did you send 2 mails? Eh? No. I only sent 1. Sad too. She really only sent 1. But I received 2. You're right. I even sent it in 1 sentence, but it got divided. By the way, what does this word mean? Why don't you look it up? I guess she doesn't want to answer. It reminds me. The email from before was cut up mid-sentence too. Was it? Wonder what's causing it. Maybe it's related to the jellyman. Mayushi wants to know why I arrived 5 days ago. And there's been another variable that has been, like, it's been the same. The day has been like 5 days each time. Good point. Didn't the last one also arrive 5 days before we sent it? Yeah, it did. Is that some kind of rule for when it arrives? Let's try sending more. Oh, she's got into this too. Mayuri's right. Now that we figured out how to send emails, we should keep experimenting and collect as much data as we can. Alright, lab names, battle stations! He's at it again. Our mission, to send as many emails as possible. But what I want to know... Okay, hold up here. The first one that he sent back, Daru claimed to have seen it a week before. But now that we're doing this now, none of them opened the emails when he got them? That seems odd. Daru, man the X-68,000. Our job is to observe, adjust, and gather information on the phone wave. Name subject to change. Our assistant, keep those mails coming. Try various patterns of text. Japanese, English, full width, half width, emoticons. The actual messages don't matter. What about Mayushi? Your mission is to go shopping. Just buy some bananas for now. I, Kyuin Kyoma, shall fund you. Wow, you're so generous. So I guess your job is opening the microwave. Whoa. Wait, Daru? Is that Daru saying that? God, I hate that I can't tell. Whoa, you saved it. Is this job for yourself? Wait. Did I misread? What? For yourself? I'm confused. No. My assistant's judgment is sound. The key to a successful D-mail is most likely the correct timing of opening the microwave door. Okay, so she said that to me, and then Daru confirmed, like, oh, so you saved it for yourself. But nope. I was just kidding. Leave this task to Huen Kyoma. I shall open this door with precision, boldness, and delicacy, as if it were the flesh of a beautiful woman. Oh, Karin, that's naughty. Furthermore, the current operation is top secret. You must not leak it to anyone. Got it? Now I shall give this operation a name. It shall be known as Op... Don't need one. Let's start. What? You ruined my climactic scene! Damn you, assistant! This is an outrage! Afterwards, the demon experiment, its name is Operation UD, though I lost my chance to announce it, continues for 2 hours. The eldest of the three Norns, goddess of fate in Norse mythology, three sisters tend the dwarf tree, Yggdrasil, which has roots in Urd's fountain. Urd is the Norn of the past. During that time, every demon goes back in time without a hitch. Now it's time to take a break. We're all hungry, and except for my Yuri, we've been up since last night. Go ahead and rest. I'm gonna have a go at it a little longer. A scientist's blood must be on fire. We made a number of discoveries, but we can wait to assess them until after we eat. 2:26. When we return from buying lunch, we find the Brawn 2 workshop's one and only part-time warrior standing in front of the building. Sip! What shenanigans are you up to this early in the morning? Shenanigans? It's 2:26 p.m. Kind you won't believe. We're building the first time machine in human history. Ah, cool. Hey, shouldn't you be more surprised? Can't blame him for being skeptical. I didn't think it was possible either. Isn't that top secret? I thought you didn't want anyone to know. Crap! Part-time warrior, please keep what I just said a secret. Sure. By the way, the boss is really pissed. Why? The noise. Whatever you're doing up there, it's got the whole building shaking. Dust everywhere. Kinda like an air raid. He was saying stuff like, "What's that nutcase doing? I'ma raise his damn rent." Maybe you should go apologize. Oh boy. What if he kicks us out? Alright, leave it to me, Donnie. Go tell my assistant to lay off the experiments for now. Roger that. I won't forget you, soldier. Dado salutes, then races up the second floor. By the way, is Makase Kirisu here too? Oh. Yeah. Come to think of it, she did pick a fight with Christina earlier, yesterday. Have you met before? No. Yesterday was first contact. First contact? First contact? First contact? Oh, really? What a confusing way to put it. Weren't you a little hostile for first contact? She's my enemy. What? I barely heard her. Her voice was so low. She called Kurisu her enemy? But it doesn't make sense. How can she be your enemy? You just met, right? Yeah. Did she do something to you? Not to me. What does that mean? She did something to someone else? you want, I can go talk things over with Christina. Doesn't really matter. Maybe you're blaming the wrong person? Jeez, give it a rest! Anyway, shouldn't you apologize to the boss instead of talking to me? Actually, I'm getting cold feet. But I am Yuin Kyoma, the mad scientist who brings chaos to the world. I cannot falter now. I have come! Even my grand entrance can't pull his eyes away from the huge 42-inch CRT. Hey, Akabe, what the hell are you doing up there? But now is not the time to falter. We're currently conducting experiments that would change the course of human history. The discoveries we make today will shape the world for centuries. I don't care what games you guys play. I'm the owner of this building. Got it? The building's really worn out. You keep shaking it like that, could bring the whole damn thing down on our heads. Better keep quiet about the dent in the Better keep quiet about the dent in the floor. Very interesting, Mr. Braun. Don't tell me you forged this building's earthquake safety certificate. What if I did? It's been properly reinforced, but regardless, you guys are still shaking it too much. So what if a few buildings collapse? What's that? As I've said countless times, our current experiment is of vital importance to the history of science. No, to the history of human civilization itself! It's more important than prolonging this building's lifetime for another 10 or so measly years. The building started shaking again as soon as I finished speaking. Flakes of concrete stopped falling from the ceiling. 42-inch CRT's image goes static. Damn it, Dottie, what are you doing? I thought I told you to stop the experiments! The ceiling is falling, you dumbass! Some got into my ramen! What are you gonna do about it, huh? No more shaking! I'll raise your rent by 10,000! What? If you raise it to 10,000, we're ruined! Leave it to me, Mr. Braun. On my honor, I swear there won't be any more shaking today. Stop the experiments at once! Sorry, Okarin. I usually try to warm up some chicken. I accidentally put it through reverse rotation, and then it started sparking. I see. I sent you an email. Didn't you get it? Your sarcasm is not appreciated, Christina. You know as well as I do that my phone is still attached to the phone wave. Name subject change. Stop screwing around! I'm the one who has to deal with Mr. Braun. I gave you 5 days advance notice. Was he mad? Yeah. I could feel his killing aura. Somehow the gravity of this is lost on these two girls. They know not the wrath of Mr. Braun. Ignorance is bliss. Anyway, no more experiments today. Well, at least we got some good data. I tell the two about Mr. Braun's cruelty and sit down to eat. Who's texting? There's Lukako. I'm Lukako. Kyoma-san, are you familiar with Java Froggies? They were a huge fad last year. We had tons of them at the shrine. So if you like, could you take a few off our hands? Dad brought a whole box home for some reason, and he said they were for me. I don't know what to do with them. P.S. I was so bewildered I couldn't do any practice swings inside my daddy. Those weird-looking frog things were popular with teenage girls in Shibuya last year, right? If I'm not mistaken, they came out with a wide variety of them. You know, the stories you tell paint a very different picture of your father than the impression I got from meeting him. Which is the true him, I wonder? I suspect that last year's Giro, like Dragon Ball Giro? I suspect that last year's Javelle Froggy boom was an organization plot. Be careful, Lukako. Those Javelle Froggies may be responsible for your father's strange behavior. Dad. Now let's discuss Operation Urd's progress. Alright, thanks to Assistant Assistant, I didn't get a chance to present the operation's codename yesterday. It's me. These consecutive D-mail experiments are all part of Operation Urd. Experiments have been fruitful. At the very least, we learned what we can do with D-mail. Kurisa gets the whiteboard and begins jotting down bullet points. And about sums it up. Anything to add? Using modified command for microwave warming progress, reverse rotation, force microwave door open while warming is in progress, timing unconfirmed. Discharge phenomenon. Send mail to phone wave for name subject change during discharge. Conditions for discharge 12 to 18. Gmail text limit 12 1 byte or 6 2 byte. Times 3. Distance into past depends on phone wave, name subject to change, timer input. 1 second on timer equals 1 hour into past. Contents of microwave become jellymen. Confirmed to also teleport. Nothing especially, she summarized the vital parts. Mayuri has her mouth half open in a blank stare, she clearly doesn't understand. A D-mail can be at most 36 English characters or 18 Japanese characters long. It makes experimentation difficult, so we'll want to improve that first. Furthermore, each D-mail is split into 12 character segments. If you send 36 characters, you get 3 12-character emails. If you try to send more, everything after the 36 character disappears. But we figured out how to control when it arrives. It's pretty good, right? We can only set it in 1 hour increments. We can control how far back D-mails go by using the microwave timer. Observation isn't enough. We need to find the underlying principle. What I've written there is nothing but verified phenomenon. Oh, so that's why it's 5 days, because 120 seconds, because if you... 1 second is an hour, so 24 times 5. The underlying principle. You're right. It's not a complete time machine until we understand how it works. Could be the reason for the character limit. I'm gonna assume it's by how much data it could send in the past. Chicken and bananas become gel chicken and gel bananas. But salt doesn't turn into gel salt, right? So much gel. According to Mayuri, the frozen chicken had indeed been jellified when she tried eating it. Kurisa's prediction was right. And you can send 36 letters in an email, but everything past that disappears, right? I think maybe you can't send big things. A lot of small things. Maybe the curb black hole. Not curb. It's care black hole. So they like... I know this is the limitation of the anime, but they like using a lot of this. I've seen this scene at least like 4 times at this point. A care black hole. Care black hole. Black hole's hole is too tight. Don't say anything, daughter. Do not say. Damn it. Mayushi, say that one more time, starting from hole. The hole is too tight. Outrageous! Stop making her say stuff like that! This is brazen sexual harassment. Mayuri has flowers for brains, so she's easy to prey for daughter's perversions. It drives me crazy. The hole is tight, huh? That might not be entirely wrong. Maybe we have the same problem CERN has with their time machine. Since they can't fully control the lifter, they can't make these singularities perfectly naked, which limits how much they can send. Anyway, 6 Japanese or 12 English characters comes out to 12 bytes. English characters are half-width, so they only use 1 byte, but full-width Japanese characters use 2. Bytes? Not kilobytes. Oh, so Makusei's bad with computers. Makuseishi's. Is that so, assistant? Just shut up! You don't see things measured in bytes nowadays. So I was just making sure. By the way, 1 kilobyte is 1024 bytes. 1 byte is 8 bits. Well, email isn't just comprised of text. There's more to it, like the sender and receiver's email addresses, the header, and various other things. So roughly speaking, we can send data in 3 batches of 12 bytes. Then, by the way, I don't know if using a subject changes anything. And I'm pretty sure that chicken bananas have to be larger than 12 bytes. How do you measure banana in bytes anyway? Since each grain of salt is tiny, it's possible they could be converted to less than 12 bytes. So larger masses get crushed by supergravity. Mass might not be the issue here. Data doesn't have mass. In any case, since the singularity isn't naked, the object is forced to pass through the event horizon. Indeed, inside the event horizon, space and time switch places, causing the subject that arrived at the ring singularity to reach ultra-high speed. Data crushed and destroyed by supergravity is shot out of the black hole as a jellyman. But even a small mass has to pass through supergravity. How does it emerge unscathed? If the hole is too tight, then just inject more electrons. I don't think it's that simple. I mean, I'm sure CERN's tried that already, and yet they haven't gotten any results after 9 years of experiments. So as simple as increasing the flow of electrons. I see. CERN has a lifter, but we don't know what in the phone wave is filling the same role, much less how to adjust it. She has a point. We don't know what acts as the lifter, but we do know that it has successfully created a path wide enough to send approximately 36 bytes of data through the ring singularity. I guess that kinda explains why things get jellified. She looks so happy, Mayushi, over there. It's still a hypothesis. It hasn't been proven. How could you prove it? With human experiments like CERN? Okabe and Hashida-san volunteer as test subjects. I'll happily experiment on you. Human experimentation sounds kinda dirty, if you know what I mean. But I refuse. I'd rather play the doctor than the subject. Same here. No, not in the way he's implying. Idiots. As I keep saying, the real problem is what the phone wave uses as a lifter. That and one other thing. How come the discharge phenomenon in jellification only happened during a certain time frame? We may not understand everything, but we've perfected the art of demailing. Isn't that our final answer? Sending mail to the past is amazing, isn't it? Well, I guess it's not a real time machine unless we can send people to the past. Even CERN has failed to send humans through. If you believe what Taita says, it won't be another, what, 24 years before that's a true time machine? Physical time travel is impossible for us at the moment. We lack the funds and facilities available to CERN. And yet we have realized a form of time travel. We've sent data to the past. We should investigate the phone wave further. We need to understand what's going on. I have some fun ideas for how to use D-mail. I know how you feel, but we can't today. If we shake the building again, Mr. Brown is sure to blow a gasket. Raise the rent or kick us out of the lab. We can start experimenting again tomorrow. But this, I will declare for now. Today, what day is it? It's the 2nd of August, I think. It might have changed to the 3rd. August 2nd. August 2nd, 2010 is a date which will live in infamy. For on this day, we, the Future Gadget Laboratory, have succeeded in the development of humanity's first time machine. It's not the first. CERN beat us. And you can't even say we developed it. It happened by accident. It seems that my assistant doesn't know the meaning of the word serendipity. Penicillin, X-ray machines, dynamite. These inventions were all born from coincidence. I guess. But Christian, you said before that time machines don't exist, right? But now you admit they do. It's just that I have to admit it for now. When we investigate how the phone wave works, it might turn out to be something that only seems like time travel. Does nobody have any respect for my grand declaration? Don't complain if I take all the credit for inventing the first, second, whatever, time machine in human history. The 66th Roundtable Conference ends here. Dismissed. Wait, that was a Roundtable Conference? I didn't know that. And it's even the 66th? Who cares what kind of table it is? I'm gonna go back to my hotel, take a shower, and sleep. Ayushi has to go to work soon. I'm incredibly tired too. Just sleep today. But when I lie down, I find myself unable to sleep. My curiosity grows even stronger. Although deep inside, I feel that we may have stepped into the realm of darkness. We've built a time machine that can send emails to the past. It's like a dream, but it's real, and it's ours. As I start thinking of ways to use it, my imagination spreads out to infinity, driving the last vestiges of fear from my mind. Where am I? You are beyond the event horizon. Where time and space switch places. The sight is breathtakingly beautiful. However, one point in space lacks stars. I stare at that point. I'm falling through the sea of stars. No, not falling. I'm being poured into a rift of utter darkness from which not even light can escape. Light itself is but dust in my wake. You aren't moving. Why do I hear Christina's voice? Remember what I said. Here, space and time switch places. You can't move through space. But your time is stretching out to eternity. I accelerate. 1 second for you, an eternity for me. As I observe you from a distance, I see you as a still object. A Am I looping? No, that's not it. Is the end running away from me? That's not it either. Stretching. What is stretching? Don't look back. Eternity is not infinite. Time stretches towards eternity. Yet it has an end. An asymptotic approach to zero. When will this second pass? Time and space have switched places. A second stretched out to infinity. 1 second becomes 0.1 seconds. 0.1 seconds becomes 0.01 seconds. 0.01 seconds becomes thousandths of a second. 1 out of 10,000. 1 out of 100,000. 1 out of a million. 1 out of 10 million. 1 out of 100 million. 1 out of a billion. When will I arrive? No matter how close I get, I can never reach my body. Don't look back. I want to look back. I want to go back. I can't look back. I can't go back. I face towards the thing. While frozen for eternity. What a bad dream. It's bright out. What time is it? That male demon again? I told her to stop the spam. I stared blankly at my phone's flickering display. My mind and body felt like lead. My phone vibrates again, signaling another email. There's a reserved knock on the door. I get up from the sofa, annoyed. Check the clock. It's 9 a.m. I slept for over 15 hours. I was asleep. I'm still half asleep. That was one hell of a nightmare. Maybe I'm more shocked by the truth of Sen's experiments than I thought I was. So, came to see the IBN 3100. Wicked nods. We're face to face. Why is she sending me mail? Never seen anyone act like this before. Maybe this is the curse of the Esper power known as Shining Finger. True, I did say that. Yeah, you said I could come look, remember? If you're going to visit someone, don't you usually let them know beforehand? I can show you. But did you have to come so early? Wait, I get it! Your true intention is to do an article on me, isn't it? Like back when we first met, and she took a picture of my face without permission. Since I am the infamous mad scientist, Shuin Kyoma, I am quite the delicious topic. And that's why I refuse all interviews and photo ops. Am I wrong about her? Is it okay? Oh, now she's talking. Too bad I don't understand what she means. Is what okay? Please, show me the IBN 5100. Fine, but just look. After you look, you leave. Okay? I won't sell Linda to her no matter what. The machine is critical to a hacking operation against Sen, the enemy. Her eyes instantly light up, and she stares at the machine in fascination. She's really enraptured. Maybe she's not only a male demon, but also a retro PC maniac? After staring at the IBM 5100 for a few moments, Marika starts cheerfully typing out a mail. What an annoying woman. I want a picture. Musical note. Screw it. It would be over in a second if she just talked. No unauthorized photographs. First, show me the camera you're going to use. The IBN 5100 is our secret weapon against CERN. Unless I place strict restrictions on photography, she might snap my picture when I'm not paying attention. I'm being chased by the organization, so I can't expose my face to the media. That's it? Going to use your phone camera? I thought she was doing a magazine article. But if she's using a phone... Something tells me she's not very good at her job. At any rate, I'm starting to feel sorry for her. Alright. You can take as many pictures as you want, but on one condition. No face shots. You take a picture of me, I have no choice but to silence you. I don't want your picture. Oh. Okay, immediately starts shooting the IBN 5100. 30 minutes later, Moeka is still taking pictures. Can't go anywhere with Moeka here. I know the IBN 5100 is too heavy for her to carry, but still, there's no telling what this fanatic would do if I let her out of my sight. Suddenly I get another mail. What is it this time? It's so absurd I have to go along with the tedious mail talk. Please, I want to borrow the 5100, can I? It'd be great if you could help me carry it, Moeka. I already said no. Wait a minute. Why are you assuming I'll lend it to you? Really? Really? No matter what? No matter what. Once again, she does a thing, typing on her phone at high speed. That really have to be an email? You. No fair! Can you at least tell me where you found it, pretty please? What a troublesome woman. Now listen well. The Phantom Retro PC, the IBN 5100, has chosen me, Shuin Kiyoma, as its contractual master. That's the undeniable truth. Not even God can change the decision, for it is the choice of Steins Gate. Besides, I'm only borrowing the IBN 5100's power. When I'm done with it, I'm returning it to its original owner. Moroka meanwhile is staring at the floor in what I assume is defeat. I am not without sympathy for your plight. I formed a contract with the IBM 5100 for my own goals. After I achieve those goals, you can negotiate with the original owner to form a contract of your own. There will come a time when I return the IBM 5100 to Yanabayashi's shrine. At that time, Ragnarok will be over, and the fate of the world will have been decided. When Ragnarok is over, whether it ends in victory or defeat, my life as Huin Kyoma will be... No, forget what I said. This is no time to be thinking about the future. After all, my future is already... Anyway, where was it? Jeez, I had some good angst going there. She's just oblivious to the mood. The IBM 5100 was at Yanabayashi's shrine. You're standing here, the door open, and Moeka twitches.
Guten Morgen.
Guten Morgen, what? I believe the phrase is Guten Tag. You sure are early. Ever since university went into summer break, Dado has been coming to the lab in the morning less and less. But then again, he's also been staying up all night more and more. I went to bed early. Woke up at 5 this morning. Man, it's hot. It's not supposed to be this hot in the morning. Also, I know he doesn't have a nerdy voice, but that's the only voice I can give him that is a tiny bit distinct from Kyoma. Because the voice actors sound very similar to me. Like, I can tell them apart when I pay attention, but when I'm not, which happens a lot, I don't know who's talking at first. The way they talk is different, but the voices are not too different. So I'm trying to make it so he sounds a bit nerdier, but yeah, I don't know. Oh? Okarin. Who's this about sexy 3D woman? Ah, let me introduce you. This is Shining Finger, Kiryu Moeka. Shining Finger? Does a hand glow with an awesome power? Nope, but she's definitely an Esper. An Esper? That's stupid. Watch her type. You'll see. Well, whatever. Welcome to the lab, Kiriyushi. Moeka. This is my favorite ride-on. Super Hacker Daru. Her expression hasn't changed at all. It's as if everything we say flows cleanly through one ear and out the other. She was so eager to meet the super hacker before. Hey, Okarin, did you do something near her? Like what? We were just taking pictures. Phrasing! Pictures? Pictures? So you're going to blackmail her and force her to be our sex toy? Stop applying emoji logic to reality. My bad. Now those jokes aren't helping. Oh right, I thought up some upgrades we can make to the phone wave. You know how it's a huge pain in the ass to send emails to the past? Are you just gonna openly talk about that? Daddy, you idiot! How could you make such a basic mistake? Just now, what did you say about sending emails to the past? You misheard us. No. I know what I heard. Moeka's pretty persistent. She won't let me escape so easily. What should I do? It's me. There's a problem. No, not that. Information on number 8 got leaked to a third party. Yeah, I know. I need to do something. Depending on the situation, I may have to silence her. Yeah, I know. We can't let the organization know about this. Steins Gate seems to enjoy sending trouble my way. Don't worry. My seat in hell can wait until Ragnarok is over. Ella, Sai, Kangru. Who was that? Doesn't concern you. Moeka looks down and begins typing another mail. Are you FB? What the hell does that mean? Kiryu Moeka, you must swear to protect our secret. Or die. Choose now. No time to think it over. No alternatives either. You have learned our secret. And now, you must pay the price. You'll kill me? Only if you try to go public. Underestimate the insane mad scientist, Hugh and Kyoma. Add to your perp. Are you at it again, Okarin? Kiryushi, was it? Okarin's kinda crazy, so it's okay to ignore him when he talks like this. Can't you see what's going on here, Super Hacker? Imbecile! Because of your careless tongue, she found out that the phone wave name started to change. It's a time machine. Ah, time machine? That was pretty careless too. This is awful. Everything that could go wrong has. How do I recover? First, I need to silence Moi. Good morning. Okarin, Mayushi wants to warm up some chicken before you start the time travel experiments. What you say about everything that could go wrong has gone wrong? You just had to open your mouth. We're finished. It's impossible to talk our way out of this one. Kiryu Mioega. I'll tell you everything. And I have a favor to ask. Tremble, right arm of mine. By the covenant I command thee, come forth, hellfire of darkest black. Fulfill my desire for ultimate destruction. Ashes to ashes, dust to dust. Now I can't form up any more chicken. This isn't a microwave anymore. It's a time machine. That's not fair. You'll buy a new microwave, Ocarine. I don't have that kind of money. Besides, this was daughter's idea. Moving the microwave door means we don't have to open it every time we want to send an email. I told you, no pictures. In commemoration. Of what? Anyway, no pictures. Morika has just been assigned to lab mem number 5. There's a choice between letting her leak word of the time machine or forcing her to join our group. I reluctantly chose the latter. Gone soft. The old me would have killed her without a second thought. Morika won't leave my side. Maybe she wants to ask me something. What is it? Is it really a time machine? Yes. You'll see. But you can't tell anyone. Okay? Okay, so it's between Lukako and Ferris. Lukako. He's irresponsible. My dad usually acts normal, but he gets strange when only family members are around. Like, why was I raised as a girl in the first place? Dad says that I was supposed to have another sister born before me. But when I asked Mom, she said she was making it up. Kinda fed up with him. P.S. I did 10 practice swings. That's it! There, without a doubt, lies the key to that tragedy that occurred 15 to 20 years ago. How does she know he was lying? Your father may be embracing some darkness deep within his heart that he hides from everyone. If you don't like cross-dressing, then just say so. Otherwise, I'll just keep having his fun. If you want to change the status quo, then burn those Mika robes in the courtyard. Right. Yosh. What is he, Eggman now? Yosh. Alright, program complete. Let's resume the experiments. Everyone just kind of accepted Morika. But won't the manager scold us again? Don't worry. Yesterday, I made the promise with Mr. Braun. I swear there won't be any more shaking today. In other words, the no shaking promise only applied yesterday. So since today is yesterday's tomorrow, we can shake it all we want. That doesn't say anything. Why you're so confident is a mystery to me. I love her face right now. It's just like, oh, you. In other words, Christina, you want me to erase Mr. Braun. No! Besides, I don't think a wimp like you stands a chance against him. He's so muscly. Unfortunately, it's impossible to experiment without checking the building. I have no choice but to negotiate with Mr. Braun somehow. The other 4 members look at me in anticipation. Are they planning to sacrifice me? Is this the choice of Steins Gate? But how do I... Look out the window to see two girls on the street below. One girl polishing a bicycle, and another much younger girl squatting next to her, watching her work. They're alone. Hey you! Part-time warrior! Stop! This cute little girl is Tanuji Satane, Mr. Braun's only daughter. Looks like she came to play with her father today. I've always wondered how it's possible for such a muscular man to spawn such a cute girl. I feel like all anime... I don't know about you guys, but I feel like all anime, like the muscular, like huge guys, always have like really cute, like small, like daughters. Like, it's just... I feel like that's an anime trope at this point. What are you doing here? Can't you tell? I'm polishing my bicycle. Aren't you walking today? I wonder if the... Of course I am. Why else would I be here? I was about to say, I wonder if, in the visual novel, he actually goes downstairs to talk to Mr. Braun, but he runs into them. Polishing your bicycle even though you're at work? I mean, I guess the store barely has any customers. To put it bluntly, was there even a need for a part-timer? A part-time warrior! Where's Mr. Braun? Mr. Braun? Who's that? The manager of that junk shop you work at. Oh, so that's who you meant. Daddy's name isn't Mr. Braun. So the girl diligently corrects us on her father's name. She must not get the joke. Boss is on a service trip. I don't think he'll be back for a while. Oh, what? Is that true? It's true. I wouldn't be slacking off like this otherwise. Honey, don't tell the boss I said that, okay? And let me ride your bicycle. It's a blessing from the gods! You heard her. This must be the choice of Steins Gate. Mr. Braun is currently absent. In other words, we can experiment to our heart's content. That doesn't solve the problem, you know. I'm telling you, it's the choice of Steins Gate. Whatever, I want to try the Phone Wave 2nd Edition V1.03. Second attention versus erosion? Second edition V103. How do we get to 103? Enough of your unsophisticated names. The upgraded version shall be known as Heavenly Merry-Go-Round. The name doesn't matter. Let's just start the experiment. Mocha has a phone pointed at us. How many times have I told her not to take pictures? You look like you were having fun. Hardly. I'm fed up with these people and their fooling around. The assistant is such a tsundere. Why are you calling us tsundere? Oh, Makishi. You know what tsundere means? No? Thus she is familiar with otaku culture. I wonder how she got that knowledge while living in America. Experiment, please. She's shown great interest in the time machine ever since we told her the truth. Of course, I made a promise never to write an article about it. I threatened to take her phone away if she breaks her oath. The phone wave, name subject to change, is ready to send an email whenever we are. I'm setting it up so it forwards to Akarine's phone. Tyler types my phone's mail address into X68000's keyboard. Said Mayuri was going to be the one to send the email, so she starts typing on the phone. Mayuri's mail should have gone through the phone wave. Name subject to changes. Dedicated phone to mine. Do. Star. It really? She's usually emotionless and hard to read, but she's clearly amazed by the email. What do you think? This proves that the phone wave name subject to change is an honest-to-goodness time machine. Shaking again! And there's a strange light too! What are you doing up there? I decided to ignore her. Mr. Bond is one thing, but she doesn't scare me at all. Now then, lab mems. The 73rd round table conference will come to order. Yesterday was the 66th. Where'd the other 6 go? Only inattentive bastards care about the minor details. That's why you'd never be more than an assistant, Christina. I keep saying, I'm neither your assistant nor Christina. In the first stage of Operation Earth, we tested the limits of D-mail technology. We discovered that we could only send up to 36 English characters. Today, we advance to the second stage, practical applications of D-mail. Practical applications? I sent one to this morning so I can say good morning, Ocarine. Like hell you will. Write that on the back of a leaflet or something. But if it's on the back of a leaflet, you won't get it. When I say practical applications, what I mean is changing the past. Now hold on! Too dangerous! Are you trying to play God? Oh? What's so dangerous about it? Let's say you create a time paradox and blow up the world. What do you plan to do then? Oh my gosh, you won't stop sending messages! I guess we'd be dead. You want to change the past so recklessly? Are you kidding me? Don't tell me. You're not seriously trying to bring chaos to the world or whatever. Are you? Nah, he's all talk. It's fine to ignore him, Makiseshi. Really? Don't worry. Okarine's actually a very nice person. You'll see. I don't remember asking for an appraiser, but I answer Christina's question. My dream is to plunge the world into chaos. However, it is still far too early to bring that dream to fruition. We can only send 36-byte emails. That's not enough for my purposes. Therefore, I shall set my ambition, Project Chaotic, aside for now. Project? Who's saying that? I'm assuming that's... the way that timid nature sounds, I'm assuming that's the girl who's, I already forgot her fucking name. Moeka. Did you just come up with that? Correct, Makise. She. Ocarine just says the first thing that comes to mind. He's always like that. Don't analyze me, Daru! So, what are we going to do? Yeah, how do you want to change the past anyway? First of all, The purpose of this experiment is to verify whether or not we can actually change the past. So it doesn't matter how trivial the change is. Have you heard of the butterfly effect? I mean, I've seen a full playthrough of Until Dawn, so yes, I've had my fair share of the butterfly effect. Of course. It's like the saying, when the wind blows, the bucket maker gains. Eh? No, it's kinda like that, but kinda not. A butterfly flaps its wings in Beijing, and a storm happens in New York. Right? Yeah, that. Part of chaos theory. Basically, any change, no matter how small, could have a significant effect on the future. For example, I'm holding this remote up for 5 seconds. It could change nothing, it could change everything. Maybe that extra 5 seconds, I could have been hit by a car. But I'm still alive because I waited 5 seconds. Therefore, I stop before the car runs me over. That is the butterfly effect. I'm sorry for such a morbid example. That's the first thing that came to mind. Anyway, how do you plan to take responsibility for that? Titus said that the many-word interpretation holds true. And that makes it okay to change the past? Going to believe that self-proclaimed time travel is delusions? Can you prove the delusions? I'm asking what you're going to do if they are. How are you going to deal with the consequences? For some reason, I always end up getting emotional whenever I argue with this impertinent assistant of mine. Such weakness is unbefitting of an insane mad scientist. I need to calm down. Christina, you said this before, did you not? When hypotheses pile up and theories are verified, they become reality. That's how modern physics comes to understand the truth of the universe. You're contradicting yourself. No, I'm not. You don't even have a hypothesis for how the phone wave works. Just fumbling around in the dark here. There's still too many risks to try changing the past. Should wait until we know more. Oh, so she's not unconditionally opposed. You're actually itching to try it out, aren't you? Well... Besides, didn't you want to prove that the phone wave name subject to change isn't a time machine? It's not a time machine. They can't change the past. You could prove yourself right, so why are you against it? Oh, shut up. And if you're going to talk about time paradoxes, then what about CERN? They already sent more than 100 people to the past. Surely a few paradoxes have happened by now. By the by, Morika has been emailing me non-stop since our roundtable conference began, as if to join in on the conversation. As you might imagine, this is incredibly annoying, so I've ignored all of them. If you got something to say, just say it. Sheesh. So you want to stoop to the same level as the guys that did those inhumane experiments? We're not doing human testing or anything, so relax. Ocarine? Mayushi doesn't really get it, but why are you gonna change? Finally, some constructive conversation. My goal for this operation is simple. We, my friends, are going to win the lottery! Everyone except for Morika looks at me in shock. I'm for it. To win the lottery, I can buy all the computer parts I want and go to Main Queen for every meal of the day. We'd be stupid not to try it. That's my super hacker. Money? Ocarine. That makes Mayushi sad. We should do something that will bring peace to the world. Like, what if we gave everybody in the whole wide world an Upa
ウーパクッ
cushion?
ションを持っているようにす
Peace, you say? Don't be ridiculous. I am the insane mad scientist, Queen Kyo. And here I thought you had ambition. Tut, I'm surrounded by idealists. Don't get me wrong. This isn't about world peace, and it isn't about ambition. It's about discovering whether or not we can change the past. Besides, if they have the funds, they'll be able to make a lot more progress on this than before. The easiest way to do that is to see if we can win the lottery, right? But your primary goal is the money, isn't it? That kind of money, I could say goodbye to this rickety old building. I could get an office in that Biri or UPX. See? Just like I thought. I won't whitewash it. If we moved, we could experiment as much as we want without fear of Mr. Braun. If we had money, we could build the future gadgets of our dreams. And of course, we could buy a truckload of Mayuri's favorite bananas. A truckload? No, Mayuri-san, don't let him tempt you. Shut it, Celeb 17. Serendipity? Celeb 17. What the hell is that supposed to mean? You live in a hotel off of your parents' money. You can never understand the plight of poor students like us. I'm 18 now, she protests, but I ignore her. Doesn't matter if she's 18, Celeb 17 sounds better. What do you think, Moeka-san? Whatever my assistant was trying, it didn't work. I have no idea what Moeka's thinking, but I'll treat her lack of opposition as approval. Going to complain and suggest an alternative. A change to the past that would be both trivial and easy to understand. Got anything? Let's try changing the hotel I'm staying at. How are we supposed to know the difference? You want to stay in Greece Sedana, do it on your own. It should be easy for a Celeb 17 like you. You have to say it like that? Anyway, why are you Greece Sedana? Because that's where all the love hotels are. One more word out of you and I'll excise your frontal lobe with a rusty scalpel. Holy crap, a lobotomy? That's mad scientist territory. How about we change my fried chicken to a different brand? Nobody cares what brand of chicken you eat. Silence descends upon us. Kurisu and Mayuri are still thinking, but I doubt they'll come up with anything good. As for Moeka, I can tell what she's thinking, or if she's even thinking at all. She's staring at her phone, motionless. She's not even typing for a change. Even with a time machine before you all, this is all you can think of. You guys sure lack imagination. There are no other suggestions. We'll use my plan. Is Moeka gonna come up with something? Kurisu frowns, but she doesn't raise any more complaints. But I thought she too wants to know if we can change the past. She's a scientist through and through. And if I'm not mistaken, she has a bit of mad in her too. It's me. We're beginning stage 2 of Operation Ood. Yeah, no problem. I, Hyuen Kyoma, shall take all responsibility. Don't worry. Nothing will come back to you. Correct. This is my choice. And the choice of Steins Gate. Ragnarok is near. El Sai Kongu. Now, begin the operation! What do you want us to do?
具体的に何をすればええの？
俺に指示さ
Are
れ
you
なければ
incapable of
何も
doing
できない
anything
のか
without my instructions?
まずは
First, we need to buy a lottery
宝
ticket.
くじを買ってこなくちゃ。いえ、
No,
過去の当
we
選
need
番
first
号
we
を
need a
手に
winning
入れれば
number.
いいのよ。
Exactly, Celeb 17. Now you're
よ
talking.
くわかっているじゃないか。
Don't call me Celeb 17.
つうかさ、
First, we have to decide which lottery to go for. Think we should go for Dream Summer
サマ
Jumbo?
ージャンボ行くしかなくね？
I saw a TV commercial for that the other
テ
day.
レビの CM で見たよ。
当選発表
Did
は
they announce the winners?
来週か再来週だ
Should be next week or the week after.
それでは意
And
味
there's
が
no
ないじゃない
point.
か。
We can only send
E メー
Gmails
ル
to
は
the
過去にしか
past.
送れないのだぞ。
ああ、
Oh,
そうだよな。
right.
じゃあ、
Could wait until the
サマ
Summer
ージャン
Jumbo
ボ
drawing
まで
date.
待つのか。
本
You
末
got your priorities backwards. Don't get fixated on Summer Jumbo. Let's look at the last
一番
lottery
近
that
い
announced
時
its
期に
winners.
当選発表が行われた宝くじを探すのだ。
ふむ。
I'll Google
ググ
it.
ってみるわ。
Charlie starts searching on his computer. Lukiko? About Miko clothes. I can't burn these Miko clothes. They're sacred. Besides, I've been wearing them for almost as long as I can remember. They feel right. Ah! Was that Dad's plan? I'm strange too, aren't I? It's too late. You have no choice but to give in. I feel like I should not have replied with that. Meanwhile, Kurisu is thinking hard.
例えば、
If
未来
someone
から
sent me the
当
winning
選番
numbers
号
from
が
the
送られ
future,
てきたとして、
would I believe it?
私は信じるかしら。あのね、
Mayushi doesn't even know how to buy a lottery ticket.
宝くじの買い方知らないな。そうよね。
That's okay.
10代の
I
女
don't
の子
think
は
teenage girls
宝
buy
く
lottery
じを買わない
tickets.
と思う。
萌香は
Have you ever bought one, Moeka? He doesn't respond. I'm going to take that as a no.
オカリンは
How about you, Okari?
ロト6
I tried the Lotto 6
1
once.
回だけやったことがある。
I didn't even set a penny. Get a penny.
お、ロト6
Hey, Lotto 6 might work.
あれ
I'm pretty sure they announce winning
当選番号
numbers every
毎
week.
週発表してるし。
So I skipped something. A quick search reveals that Lotto 6 announces winning numbers every Thursday. They've also posted last week's 1st through 7th place numbers on the homepage.
この当たり番
Are you going to send this winning number in an
メー
email?
ルで送る
そういう
Exactly.
ことだ。
Though of course we have to mention it's for Lotto 6.
これがロト6の当選番号だと補足してだが。
Last week's first prize was... Whoa!
ちょ、2億
200 million! What? 200 million?
いや、
Oh, wait!
一等は
The
まずい
first prize is too much!
なんで
Why?
2億は
That is an awful lot of money.
何ビビっちゃうわよ。
Why is she laughing?
いや、そうでも
No,
なく
not that.
とは
First place would
目
be
立ちすぎる。
too conspicuous.
は
What?
わからない
Don't
の
you
か
get it? I'm being chased by the
言われている
organization.
身なのだぞ。
If we win first prize, the media will cover the event and my cover will be
という
blown.
ことになってみろ。立ちどころに存在が知られてしまうことになる。
ならんわ。
That's stupid.
じゃあ、
What if Mayushi
当
wins?
選したことにすればいいんじゃないかな。
ダメだ。
No. Stage 2 of Operation Earth does have its risks. So just like Celeb Sev said.
リスクがあるのも事実。
Celeb Sev? Don't abbreviate it.
責任
I'll
は
be the
取る
winner.
という意味で
That way,
俺が
I
当選
shoulder
した
all of the risk.
まさかあんた、
And all that money,
金を
right?
自分のものに
I
したい
see
だ
your
けじゃな
plan.
かろうな。
I ignore Celeb Sev's remark. Prospect of pocketing 200 million yen is certainly appetizing, but that would be too big a change to the past. Just like Celeb Sev said, we can't ignore the butterfly effect. We should flap our wings as softly as possible. I'm not scared or anything, really. Anyway, we should aim a little lower.
ここは目
ダル
立ちすぎずに
How much is second
2等を
prize?
狙ってみようと思うのだが
Looks like it was 23 million yen.
2300万円
Let's try third
3等を
prize.
狙ってみようと思うのだが
それだと70
That
万
was only 700,000 yen.
ああ
Yeah.
それでいい
That's
この
good.
辺が妥当だろ
That should be about right.
岡部って結構
You're such a
ちっちゃいね
chicken. That's
さ
rich.
っきまで
Coming from the one who was so worried about the risk of time paradoxes. Yes, Levsev.
お願い
I'm begging you,
その呼
stop
び方や
calling
め
me
て
that. I'll set up
せ
her
めて助手に
assistant.
してそれに
Don't misunderstand.
私はあんたの
I'm
考え
still
方
worried
に
about
納
what could
得
go
はして
wrong.
ない
リスクを考え
I'm trying to minimize our risk by choosing an amount that's just right. Stop being so stubborn.
お前の方
No, you. Decided that Celebsev had the last word. Could we fill a truckload of bananas for 700,000 yen?
トラックの荷台山盛りになるか
Nobody said anything about using the entire dividend on the bananas, but it looks like Mayuri intends to do so. Let's ignore the glutton for now.
3等な
The
ら
third prize.
数字
You
を
need to get
ほぼ的中
5
させ
matching
る必要
numbers.
があるお
So 6 winning numbers were 2, 12, 19, 34, 35, and 40. The bonus number was 8. First prize is for matching all 6 numbers. Second prize is for matching 5 numbers plus the bonus number. Third prize is for matching only 5 numbers.
萌えかよ
Moika,
新たに
I
ラボメン
assigned
と
to you
な
your
ったお前
first
に
duty as a new
最
lab
初の
member.
任務を与える
She clearly didn't expect her name to be called.
D メールとして
Figure out
送
what
る
to put in the
文面を
Gmail.
考えてもら
I
う
need to convince an unknowing
何も知
me
らない
1
1
week
週間
ago
前の俺に
to buy into the lot of
ロト6を
6.
買おうと思わせるような文章を考えてくれ
私が
Me?
メールマンなのだ
You're
か
the
ら
mail
そういう
demon,
のは
so
得
this
意
should
だ
be
ろ
right up your alley. Moika doesn't seem that interested, but she nods. Set the phone wave name says you changed to forward on my phone.
先週の
What
木
was
曜
that
日
that it showed
とい
up?
うことは
Thursday is last week, so about 5
D メ
days.
ールはそこに送る
Is
の
that okay?
抽選日が
The
5
drawing
日
was
前
5 days ago.
それより前に買っ
It
と
needs
か
to
ない
arrive
と
before that, right?
だったら1
We'll
週
send
間
it to 1
前に
week ago. 7 days is 168 hours, so let's round up a bit and into
ちょっ
170.
と調整して170シャープでセットしましょう
170 pound.
シャープと
Text has already been input into my phone. 021219343537 by a lot of 6, sure to win. We replace the number 40 with 37. This way, we won't get first or second prize.
まあこん
But
な
I
も
have
の
to
だ
do.
ろう
Can only send 36 bytes. There's only so much we can say.
なんだか
Smells kinda shady, huh?
作り直し
I'll do it.
これでいい
It's fine. I don't think there's any other
用ない
way.
だろう
Though it is kinda shady.
うさんくさいかな
大丈夫だ
Don't
よ
worry. Ocarine loves shady things, so it's
おかえり
perfect.
のうさんくさいものが大好きだからぴったりだと思うな
It's not entirely incorrect. It feels like she's making fun of me. In any case, our preparations are complete. Hard to believe that this is all it takes to send emails to the past.
さて
The time has
シュ
come.
タインズゲートを
Prepare to open Steins Gate.
前から気
It's
に
been
なってたんだ
bugging
け
me,
ど
but what is that Steins Gate
そ
thing?
のシュタインズゲートってオカリンの口
It's Okarine's catchphrase.
シュタインズ
Steins
ゲー
Gate
トは
is
シュタイン
Steins
ズゲートだ
Gate. Nothing
それ以上
more,
でも以下でもない
nothing less.
説明になって
Doesn't
ない
explain anything. Don't complain about every little thing.
今考えるべ
That's
き
not
はそこで
important
はな
right
いだろ
now. Place my finger on the send button, my hands are shaking. I fight to keep them steady.
じゃあ
Starting up the microwave.
起動させるぜよ
Which magnetic waves begin to roar into the air around us. Change the past. It's very simple to do, but just like Kirisi said, there's no telling what might happen. Can't stop now. I want to see what lies beyond. Curiosity pushes me forward. There's no way this will destroy the world. There's no way. Press the button.
Okari, どうかした?
What was that just now?
大丈夫?
Blinking several times. I've noticed I'm standing stock still, gripping my phone. My phone should be displaying mail sent, but it's not. Instead, it's showing a normal standby display. Something isn't right here. Something's different. But what's causing my discomfort? Look around. I'm inside the lab. The phone wave named Subject Exchange isn't on. I scan the room. Other things feel wrong. How long have I been standing here? What do you mean? Just tell me. Maybe 30 seconds?
30秒ぐらいじゃないかな.
30 seconds? Really? Yep. You took out your phone, started going ha ha.
まゆし、今の言葉もう一度よろう。
Huh? You started going ha ha?
はあはあってとこ
The
だ
ha
け
ha
リピー
part.
ト。もっと。
Oh my god, I just realized what was going on. What's actually this time?
やめなさい.
Stop it, Pev! How can these guys be so calm? Just sent a mail that may have changed the past. Why aren't they interested in the result? That's right. The mail.
メールはメールは1週間前に届いてい
The
る
mail arrived a week ago.
何のこと?
金は
The money.
ロト
Did I win the Lotto 6? I searched my memories, but turned up nothing. No memories of buying a ticket, no memories of winning third place, nothing.
そこのセ
I
レセレ
slept Sev.
俺は
Did I win third place?
だからセレセブって言う
Don't call me celeb, Sev. And third
な.
place of what?
何のことよ?
何
What? Again, this feeling of disconnect.
今何と言ったの
What did you say just now?
何を?
What?
今何と言った
What
ん
the
だ
hell did you just say now?
文句
Got
あ
a
るの?
problem? I asked
私が何を
what,
言おう
and then
と
you
勝手。
just...
そうではなく
Not that. You said third place of what,
何のことを言っ
right?
てたろ
I mean third place of Lotto 6.
は?
What? Seems like she's messing with me.
ダル
Daru,
俺はたった今
I sent myself the winning Lotto 6 numbers just now, didn't I?
そうだな
おお、
Holy crap! Daru's eyes light up.
その発想は
That's brilliant, man! We can use D-mails to make ourselves billionaires!
方法を使えば僕ら億万長者じゃね?
I could buy all the computer parts I want and get a May Queen for every meal of the day. I am so pumped up! What Chigayo? Sorry. This is wrong. Mayuri, you were gonna buy a truckload of bananas, right? A truckload? Who's gonna fill it up?
誰が満杯にするの？
This is wrong. I look at Moeka. She's staring at the floor like usual, but I don't miss the confused glance she throws my way. Wait! What happened to Stage 2 of Operation Earth? By Stage 2, you mean an experiment to see if we can change the past, right? Right. That's it. Yeah, that's why we're all thinking. What? I want to stand so we can tell if the past has changed. I think we should definitely go with Okarin's Lotto 6 idea. Mayushi thinks we shouldn't be so greedy for dough. But when I say dough, I don't mean like for baking. I think we all know what you mean. So, when the message went... It seems like it delayed everything a bit, didn't it? Really? That's great. So instead of being greedy, we should do something that would bring peace to the world. Like if we gave everybody in the whole wide world an Oompa cushion. I think everyone would be happy. The only ones to be happy are little kids and Mayushi. What are these guys saying? They're acting like I never sent that email with the winning numbers. Huh? It's Luca-kun! Welcome! Is he a member now? Did we do something that sent I need to go, but continue. Pardon the sudden intrusion. Lukaku bows his head toward me, but I'm not in any condition to greet Lukaku. I can't stop sweating. It's not because of the heat. I don't know what's going on anymore. Questions keep spinning around in my head. Did you decide to wear one of Mayushi's costumes? That would make me happy. And no, that's not why I came. Looks apologetic, like he wants to say something. What is it? Actually, Akari-san. I mean, Kiyoma-san. There's something I need to apologize for. Did he send Lukaku to go get the lottery numbers? Hi, Tina. How you doing? Welcome to our crazy time paradox adventures. Apologize? What do you have to apologize for? Timidly, Lukaku holds out his hand, and there between his fingers is a Lotto 6 ticket. And the numbers are the same as the one in my D-mail. Where did you get this? You told me the numbers. I did? You told me to buy them because they might win. Really? When was that? A week ago. Damn you, past me! What were you thinking? This wasn't supposed to happen. However, the past certainly has changed. Or has it? Seems like it has, but at the same time, the present seems to have changed too. Wait, did Lukashi win the Lotto 6? Oh, Karin's a psychic. Don't tell me.
あんたま
You
さ
sent
か
the winning numbers with the phone
電話レ
wave.
ンジで当たり番号を送ったの？
なぜ問いかけ
Why
な
are
か
you
った？
asking me that?
お前
You
も見てい
saw
た
me
はずだ
send them.
見ていた？
I did?
何？
What are you talking about? Disconnect. Our stories don't match. I sent the winning numbers in an email just now. We discussed it and decided that's what we would do.
お前た
You
ちも
all
一緒にい
watched
た
it happen.
全員で話し合って、そして
Then the past changed. It actually changed.
変わったんだ。
I glanced at the phone wave name said to change. There's no denying it now. That grotesque appliance, the bastard child of microwave and cell phone, actually changed the past. I'm doing okay. I'm really engrossed in the story right now. Because we just changed the past a bit. So now I'm really wondering what we're gonna do. We have the power of a god! Though I still don't know why everyone else forgot about it. Hold on.
そんなことより
Look at she.
いくら当たった
How much did you win?
70万だな。
700,000, right?
3等だ。
Third place. I answer with conviction. However,
いえ、
I'm
本当に
I'm really sorry, Kyoma-san.
ごめんなさい、京馬さん。
Even though you told me exactly what to do,
せっかくこんなすごいこと、数字を1
you had
個
one of the numbers in wrong.
間違えて記入しちゃって。
Wow, wow, wow. He what? Said the numbers in the ticket of Lukaku's trembling hands. If that 18 had been a 19, then it would have been a third place, just like Kyoma-san said.
19だったら、
Oh, he said that, sorry.
京馬さんのおっしゃる通り、3等。
No, so close and yet so far. Double check the mail I received, and I definitely said 19. Maybe I sent another mail with some sort of number sequence in it. Probably not. But when I looked through my send history... Huh?
なぜだ？
It's gone!
ないぞ。
Why? There's nothing here. The email I sent has vanished from my send history. Just like everyone's memories. The email should be there, but it's not. Almost as if it never existed in the first place. Calm down. Just need to take a walk and clear my head a little.
そこの岡部倫太郎さ。
Hey there, Okabe Bintaro.
洗脳されたよ
You
うな
look like you've been
顔してるよ。
brainwashed.
大丈夫？
You okay?
洗脳。
Brainwashed? Me?
俺が。
ここには他
Well,
に
there's
誰もい
nobody
ない
else
じゃん。
here. What happened to the girl? The daughter? I suppose you're right. Oh, there it is.
それは
Which part?
どっちに対するそうだな。洗脳されたこと？
Being brainwashed?
他に誰もい
Or
ない
nobody
の？
else being here?
洗脳
Being
されたことだ。
brainwashed.
されたの？
You... What? Suzuha suddenly steps up to me and grabs my face. She forces my eyes open with her thumbs. What are you doing?
動かないで。
Don't move. Suzuha peers into my eyes with a serious expression.
大丈夫。
You're okay.
洗脳さ
You
れてない。
haven't been brainwashed. What does she know? Something tells me there's something very off about her.
なんだ
What?
と？
洗脳されてる
When
時
you're
ってさ
brainwashed, they usually put a chip in the inside of your lower eyelid.
よくチップが仕込まれてることがあるんだよね。
A chip? Immediately after saying that, Suzuha gasped and covers her mouth.
岡部倫太郎。
Okabe Rintaro,
今のは
please keep that
機密扱いで
confidential.
お願い。
don't tell me, is she?
そうか。 Steins のことだ。
そうだよ。
そうか。
Steins のことだよ。
Steins のことだ。
Steins のことだ。
Steins のことだよ。
そうか。
Steins のことだよ。
そうか。
So you've been captured by the organization before.
機関に捕らえられていた経験があるのだな。
Huh?
期間
The organization?
セ
Are
ル
you
のこと
talking
だっ
about
け
Sen?
いや、
No! Say no more.
皆まで言うな。
I understand your pain all too well.
俺にはよく理解できる。
You do?
そうバイトのお姉
Suzuha,
さん
what's
洗
brainwashing?
脳
Brainwashing?
何
それにはこの、多い
Queen
京馬が
Kyoma
答え
shall
て
be
い
the
る。
one to answer that.
いいです
No, that's okay.
え
Looks like Nae's afraid of you, Okabe
怖い
Rintaro.
みたいだね
シスタ
You
ー
do
ブレ
well
ン
to fear me, Sister Braun.
俺に
But you
イフを
should
抱
also
くのは
pay
い
me
いが
respect,
同時に
for I am the
世界
world's
を
most
股にかける
infamous
マッド
mad
サイエンティストへの
scientist.
敬意も払うべきだぞ。
世界を
You're infamous?
股にかけて
いいか
Indeed. World leaders were killed to get their
俺
hands
の
on my
天才
genius
的
brain
な灰色
cells.
の脳細胞は世界各国の首脳が欲しがるほどのものなのだ。
へえ洗脳ってのは
That's how people talk when they've been brainwashed,
そうなん
Nae.
だよなえ
Nae.
何を言う
Nonsense!
そこのバイト戦
Patagoya.
士
My brain has
俺は
not
真
been
実
washed
し
since
か
the day I
話
was
していないのだ
born.
からこれは洗脳などではない。
That's gross.
オカリンおじさんは
Are you a liar, Mr. Okarin?
誰がおじ
Don't
さん
call
だ
me that!
子供相手
Shouldn't
に
yell
な
at
っちゃダメ
children.
だよ
Look,
怯
she's
えてるじゃ
shaking.
ん
But Mister makes me sound old. Not even old enough to drink yet. What a disgrace. Now there's no point getting angry at a child. You need to show composure as an adult.
あんた岡部をよっぽど変態ねもうさん付けで呼んでやらないからな
What? Oh. You're even more of a perv than Okabe. I'm not using sound for you anymore.
僕は変態じゃないよ。
I'm not a perv, I'm a pervy gentleman.
はあ
What does that even mean? Hey guys, do you think Okarin's okay? And since we can hear them clearly from here, Suzuha starts chuckling.
もしかして
You heard everything,
ずっと
didn't
聞
you?
いていたか
Sorry, sorry. I didn't mean to eavesdrop, but I just couldn't help it.
つもりはなかったけどどうしても聞こえちゃうからさ
タイムマ
Did
シ
you
ン
hear
の
about the
こと
time
に
machine too?
あ
Oh yeah, I heard. Way to go,
ちょ
you!
っとやるねこの
What is way to go you supposed to mean? You haven't told anyone, have you? If I can't trust you to keep silent, I have to take extreme. I won't say a thing. I swear.
私って
Your
結
secret's
構
safe with me.
口が堅いからさ
だって
Great. There's just one thing I'd like to ask.
それで一つ聞くが
放電
Electrical
み
discharge?
たいなグラグラ
You mean like yesterday's rumblings?
さっき一回
It
やった
happened
よ
once
ね
before.
店長に
You're lucky the
何か
boss
あった
wasn't
の
around.
揺れて怖か
Good
っ
check. It was scary. I ignore the little girl's honest impression.
たなんかあったの
Something happened.
お前は
How much do you know about time travel?
タイムトラベルについて詳しいか
それって
What do you mean by that?
どういう意味かな
I explained to her what happened just now. 2:54 p.m.
信じられ
I
ない
don't believe it.
そんなの
I never heard of anything like
聞い
that.
たことない
Is
よ
it true? Are you telling the truth?
本当のこと言ってる
当たり
Of
前だ
course. We created a bona fide time machine.
紛
We
れも
were
なく
able
タ
to
イムマ
change
シン
the
を開発
past.
した我らの
Nobody
意図を
can
否定
deny
す
our
ることは
accomplishments.
誰にも
That's
で
right.
きない
Nobody.
そう
ああもう
Jeez, that's not what I
そういうことじゃな
meant.
くて君の言う
I
こと
don't
が
know if what you're saying is
本
true
当
or
なの
not,
か
but
わかんないけどさこういう時は
you should try asking John
ジョン・タ
Titor.
イターに聞いてみればいいよ
ジョン・ タイト。
I mean, he's a hot topic now, isn't he? A time traveler from the future. He might know something. Since you're both time travelers and all. I see. You could be right. No, there's no doubt about it. The undoing of past events could possibly be explained through the many-word interpretation that Taito talked about. And come to think of it, it was Taito's advice that led me to the IBN 5100. You should be able to give me a hint this time too. It's me. John Taito may have come from the future to guide me. Yeah, that's right. As a survivor here in 2010 must be the choice of Steins Gate. Sai Kongru. Who is he talking to? Don't know, who could it be? Maybe it's someone from the future. From the future? I'll get in touch with Taito immediately. Your advice is appreciated, part-time warrior. Was that useful? That's great. Part-time warrior's eyes pop open mid-sentence. Oh crap, the boss is back, the boss is back! Hey, manager asked, told him I was doing my job. Okay, but you have to let me ride the bike, okay? Okay. Good luck, Okabe Rintaro. I'm rooting for you. Nae and I are left in front of the store. Welcome back, Daddy. Nae! What did this nut job do to you? You son of a... How dare you make moves on my precious daughter? I'll kill you! But wait, I haven't done anything! Why were you talking with Nae alone? Huh? We weren't alone! Suza, he was here the whole time! Please forgive me, Suzaha. My life is too precious. Is that true, Nae? You promised you'd let me ride a bike. So I gotta say she wasn't skipping. God damn it. Manager breathes a heavy sigh. Skipping's the only thing she's good at, isn't it? Worthless part-timer. Sure, I've never seen her actually do work. Hey, pardon, timer! I know you were slacking off! Hey! And why is that 42-inch on? I thought I told you to turn it off! I'm sorry! Lukiko? First, the song still contains words of prophecy. Before they reach it, Ferris must decipher the prophecies to find the location of the Holy Land, yeah? Mind telling me what's in those songs? Remember, if you refuse, I have ways of making you talk. There's no need to put yourself in such danger. Retreat immediately! Sanctuary has been lost for 300 years. It's pointless to seek it now. Need to get in touch with Taito as quickly as possible. He might be able to give me the answers I seek. Might even be able to explain the event that I witnessed a few days ago. The instantaneous disappearance of everyone in the streets of Akiba. Can't give details, nya. But those songs are divine revelations, prophecies at the end of the world, nya. It's another message from Ferris. There's no way I could combat this. When I burst into the lab, everyone looks at me with concerned expressions. Explain that we can't experiment anymore now that Mr. Braun is back. Then I dismiss everyone for today. He knows about the time machine now. Next time I see him, I'll make him a lab mem to secure his silence. Mayuri. It's from Mayuri. You know, I've been working on Maid Queen for 3 months as of today. You're the girls threw me a party. I can't believe I've been a maid for 3 months. Time sure flew by. Oh, but don't worry. Mayushi still Okarin's hostage full-time. Need money to buy junk food or else you die of starvation. I understand. Party after just 3 months? Ridiculous! I don't see how that deserves congratulations. You girls are crazy. Still can't believe you're working at a maid cafe. I mean, you still never cosplay outside of work. You know why I don't cosplay? Mayushi doesn't want to stand out. I mean, I'm your hostage, right? It's Mayuri again. I thought she was headed to work. Should she really be messaging me right now? 2.5 hours later, Kurisu and I are the only ones left in the lab. Your assistant. You're not going back to your hotel. Is there a problem? No, no problem. I was just wondering what you were still doing here. Nothing. I just wanted to think for a bit. Can't you think at your hotel? What? You're kicking me out? Ah, I get it. You'd be lonely in your hotel room, but you have no friends. So you want me, the gate Huin Kyoma, to look after you. Is that right, you spoiled celeb Seth? You're the lonely one, aren't you? You've been acting gloomy all day. You need some advice? I'm an outsider, in a sense, so it should be easier to talk to me, right? A man getting advice from a younger woman is kind of... But if you're fine with that, then just ask away. Why does she have to be such a smartass? I need to send some emails. If you insist on staying here, then be quiet and stay out of my way. Okay, zombie? Very stupid name. Very stupid names, that one's the worst. Despite her complaints, Kurisu makes no move to leave. John's Haita. Subject question. The code is from Sun's database. In other news, I've successfully built a machine that sends emails to the past. When we change the past by sending an email, does that change the word line? I noticed some events were undone. Does that mean the word line changed? You said the many words interpretation is correct, but I'd like to hear the proof if you don't mind. And I'll wait for his reply. That was a pretty heavy sigh. Maybe I should tell her about how that email changed the past. About how she seems to have lost her memories about it. Why am I considering talking to Kurisu? Because I don't think Mayuri or Daru would understand the situation. Kurisu, on the other hand, might be able to form up a hypothesis. That's what I hope. Instead, my phone rings. Is it Taito? Taito's calling me? Startled, I look at my phone's display. I click my tongue in disappointment. Don't scare me like that. There's something I want to talk to you about. Can you answer your phone first? It's Daru. It's probably something stupid. Hello? Okarin! I've made a terrible mistake! Mistake? Is it about the phone wave name started to change? Is it related to the phenomenon I experienced earlier? Actually, I left my wallet at the lab!
No!
What? Come on, Okarin. Help me out here. Bring me my wallet and I'll buy you a drink at May Queen. Go jump in the river! Damn it. I got stressed for nothing. Right afterward, my phone rings again. Damn you, you persistent little... Oh, it's you, Mayuri. Did you hug Upa like I told you? I did not. That's good. You know, if you're worried about anything, talk to Mayushi, okay? Mayushi doesn't understand hard things, but she does understand Okarin. You understand
こ
me?
の俺がわかるというのか。
Sure. We've been together since we were little after all. I'm hanging up.
もう切
We're
るぞ。
caught now. Thanks. Bye.
岡部、顔
You're
がにや
grinning.
けてる。
何を言うか。
Nonsense, Celeb
セレ
Sev.
ブだ。
セレセブ
Call me Celeb Sev. Going to tell Khaleesi the truth, but now I've changed my mind. The mad scientist Hyun Kyoma would never grin at the words of a mere hostage like Mayuri.
恋する乙女が
Look like a girl in love waiting for an email from her boyfriend. She just likes to attack me for every little thing.
そんなに構
Are
って
you
ほ
really
しいの
that
か。
desperate for attention?
ささやか
Just
な
getting
復讐よ
revenge. You're always
あんた
making
か
fun
ら
of
のひ
me,
どい
so I deserve
扱
at
いに
least
いつ
this
もぐっ
much.
と耐えてるんだからそれぐらい許せ
これでも
Despite what you may think,
お
I
前を
actually
リスペクト
respect
してい
you.
るつもりだぞ。
名前すらま
That's
ともに
rich.
呼んだこと
You
も
don't
ない
even say my name right.
よく言う
それについて
I'm
は
sorry about that.
すまないと思っている。
へえ
Well, that's unexpected.
あんた
You
って
actually
謝るの
apologized.
謝るぞ。
I do apologize, but I can't
だが
help
どう
it.
しようもないのだ。俺の脳
My
は
brain has recorded you as my
お前の
assistant,
ことを
Christina,
助手のクリスティー
and
ナ
I cannot correct
と
it.
いう認識で固定してしまっていて直しようがないからな。ふぅ
回答して
I'm gonna
海外
crack his
人
skull
格
open
ぶ
and
っ刺して
stick
やり
electrodes
たい
in your hippocampus. Either that's the exchange on Taito's mirror vibes. Very interesting. I read your message. From the events you described, sounds like you did indeed change the past, shifting to an ever so slightly different world line. The one thing I don't understand is how you kept your memories of the previous world line. You're telling the truth, yes?
メールの相手って誰
Who are you talking to? I'm telling the truth. Something similar happened to me before, too. What do you make of it?
ジョン・タイター。
Huh?
嘘
No way. Observing convergence. I don't know. The idea of using email to alter the past was never even considered in the year 2036 I'm from. You've altered the past and shifted from your original world line. However, until now, no one has ever been known to be able to observe convergence. Even so, Kyoma, you may have that power. You might be the one who can guide us to a world line beyond 1% convergence, across the wall that divides what are known as attractor fields. Though Taita's response was long, there was a lot that it left unexplained. Quickly send him follow-up questions. What is divergence? How do you measure it?
奴は
He's open to discussion as long as you're not trying to troll him,
以外に
and
対
his
して
mail address is public. This is the second time we've exchanged mails.
こうしてやり取りするのは2度目だ。
A moment later, I received another mail from Taita. I use a specialized meter to measure divergence. Okay, I've confirmed that divergence is 0.571015. I use a special meter to measure divergence, but it zeroed my original world line. In other words, it's a subjective, not absolute measurement. Many words interpretation. I have no memories of that world line. Strictly speaking, I was not being entirely accurate when I wrote that the Everett Wheeler model is accepted in my universe, in my time. The truth is, scientists have proven that the universe is comprised of attractor fields. But once again, it's filled with strange jargon.
道理であんた
Why
が
do
タ
you
イ
keep
タンの
referencing
書き込
Taita's
みを
post?
引用したがるわ
You
け
believe him, don't you?
信者
What are attractor fields? And what in the world is beyond 1% divergence?
そういうわ
Not
けで
entirely, but there are several points in this story
だ
I
が
do
奴
agree
の
with.
話にはうなずける点も多い。
そう
Really?
フィクションにし
I
か
can't
思
see
え
it
ない
as anything but fiction. Attractor fields are responsible for the... Wait. Attractor fields are the focal points of worldline convergence. Their existence is responsible for the phenomenon previously known as fate and chance. There's no real point making small changes to a world line. Due to convergence, small changes do not have a lasting influence. You might be the one who can guide us to a world line beyond 1% divergence, across the wall that divides attractor fields. Attractor fields? Never heard of them. Beyond that is true freedom. If we do not break through this wall, a dystopian future awaits. My mission is to change that future. You may hold the power to do just that. What's with this guy? Thinks I have some kind of power? But the last statement is pretty hard to swallow. Now that he claims I have special powers, something that sounds like some new age con artist. Don't just start laughing like that. It's creepy. But I must. He says, I have powers. Isn't that rich? I think I edited the brightness a little too much on my TV. I just realized I can actually see his face in my monitor, but not on my TV. So I think I put the brightness a bit too much down. Give me a second while I adjust it. Wow, that changes so quickly. Go 40. That should work. You don't have to tell me what I already know, John Taita. My true power is the all-seeing eye, reading Steiner. I'm sorry. How can I not do a Gundam voice when he's so full of himself? Sounds to me like you got a bad case of Chunibyo.
Oh.
The Taito who appeared in 2000 said he traveled back in time to retrieve technology lost in World War III. Yet this guy's saying he came to prevent the creation of a dystopia ruled by CERN. This guy might be an imposter. Now the mail comes. Hyoma, I want you. And what I read there raises the hair on the back of my neck. What is this? Fear? Disgust? Some other emotion? I don't know, but something is very wrong. Hyoma, I want you to be the Messiah. That's chapter 3? The first one ends with the bananas.
John Taita は実にバカだな。
Nope, stop it. Well, that was chapter 3. The middle was really high, and then it... So the other chapters were kind of like whoosh whoop, whoosh whoop. And this one was like a whoosh. Essentially that's how it felt to me. It like started off, like obviously it started off strong because we're still reeling from what we learned in the beginning of the last one, but now it's kind of like, I don't know, obviously we don't know what it means. What does he mean by Messiah? Like, I'm assuming whatever that is now, Rintaro is gonna assume, he's just gonna assume it's all like baseless nonsense. Because of course, why would a guy who traveled back to from the future would be like, hey, you're a guy who knows what goes on in separate world lines. You're the Messiah. I mean, I already find it really hard to like predict. I don't know. I just like we believed everything else he said, but now we're just getting confused by him, and I feel like that's because he's not giving us all the information that we need. And honestly, I don't know where this is gonna go. I feel like, is he gonna ignore Taita now? Is he gonna like kind of try to go his own path without using Taita? I don't know. This raises some questions, but it's not as confused. It's not as like engrossing as last chapter's ending was. Of course, I'm still gonna continue playing it. Not today. We went through a whole chapter. Took us about 3 hours. Yeah, this chapter was a lot shorter than the other one, wasn't it? But that's good to know. Each chapter's about 3 hours, because I feel like the first one took really long, but that was probably because it was the prologue. So each chapter is going to be a good like 3 to 4 hours from this point forward. So that gives me a bit of leeway with planning. But yeah, guys, I think this is going to be where we stop for today. We learned a lot. And we changed the past for the second time. And we'll see what happens next, because, oh man. Now I want to know what happened. Like, we've had a major thing happen in every single chapter. And now I'm just wondering what happens in this chapter, because we've already discovered that we can change the past. What's going to happen now? Are we going to do something that, is going to be very vital? Because I feel like we've done so many little things that we can't do another little thing. We has to be something big this chapter. Also, I didn't check what the chapter name was, unfortunately. Can I see with Chaos Theory Homeostasis? Is that what the chapter name is? Okay, but regardless, I think that's where we'll end today, guys. I work another morning shift tomorrow, so again, I will try to be live, hopefully by 5 o'clock. For you YouTube people, that really doesn't matter. The pod will probably be up by the time you guys see this anyways. But, yeah, I'm gonna go check. Not go check. I've been wanting to watch some of the anime because I need to figure out, I don't know, I feel like the anime interprets things a bit differently, and I'm hoping that doesn't confuse me too much. But I want to watch the anime up until the point that I am at, so that way I can get like a... It would be kind of like a... What's the one I'm looking for? I'll be studying what I've already gone through. Like... I can't think of the word. Is there someone? I'm gonna figure it out next stream, just like I did with the first freaking stream. Review? Is that the word? Review? I'm gonna review what I have gone through? I guess that works. That probably is the word I was looking for. But I'm gonna review what I've gone through, so that way the information is fresh in my head, you know? Because going through the information once is one thing, but going back to it and just hearing it at a more concise point, it might confuse me. It might help me piece together some things a bit more. But other than that, yeah, guys. End the stream. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you all have a fantastic rest of your night. Thank you for not turning into jellified people like I told you not to last time. But now this time, don't change the past so much that you lose the lottery, okay? Unless you want to share some of the lottery tickets with me. Come on. Just kidding. Alright, guys. I'll see you next time. Have a good one.